Thursday, September the 25th. Gang, I'm wearing this hat because it annoys some people. We have a threshold workout today, sort of more in the vein of last week's threshold workout. Last week's threshold workout was more like a race to the finish line, and today is more like two races to the finish line. So if you missed built-in rest, you do get built-in rest today. You get quite a bit of built-in rest today, but it's for the sake of maximum recovery so that I can continue to give all that I've got during this work. So what we're going to ask you to, basically to be recovered for so that you can give it your all and sprint through, or at least get close to like 80 to 90% of your maximum heart rate today is the following: 40 for men, 30 for the ladies, assault bike calorie, buy-in and cash out, and in between a bunch of sort of, body weight type of fast moving stuff for the most part. It is 25 air squats, followed by 20 push-ups, followed by 20 or 10 per side renegade rows with a single dumbbell or otherwise, because it doesn't matter. Then 20 more push-ups, 25 air squats back on that bike, as I mentioned before. That's the thing we were doing our all-out sprint for today. And then you'll rest a minimum of 5 minutes. So, and I want you to know, I'm saying a minimum of 5 minutes because ideally it'd be, you see this in all kinds of engine building programming out there. Maybe you don't look around because you feel like our programming's got it all, and it does. But engine building programming typically will say something like rest as needed for even a workout like this, even a CrossFit style WOD or interval training. Plenty of coaches out there believe in the ability to rest until fully recovered. We just say 5 minutes to act as a surrogate for being fully recovered. We hope 5 minutes is enough. We would say definitely no less than 5 minutes. But, I come from, in my first few years with CrossFit, it felt like, no, I have to do it the exact same way it was written. I have to do it the exact same way that the coaches did it. And I just want you to know that, I've gotten over that over the years, and hopefully you feel like you can trust the process enough to hear me say you can rest more than 5 minutes, and that's fine. And honestly, it would help us if some people did rest more than 5 minutes today, because we would ultimately like everyone to use the bike rather than, like, let's say it's a class bigger than 6, which we've been starting to see some bigger classes on Thursdays. This is a tough one to get the math perfectly right so that we can share a bike with somebody, because you're buying in and cashing out on the bike, and it's a significant, at least 2 minutes on the bike at each time you get on it. I'll say at least a minute 30, because some people are really going to sprint through that bike. But if you and a partner who want to use the same bike can figure out a way to do that, and one of the ways and one of the tools that you'll be able to use is just to say, like, look, I'm going to rest more than 5 minutes. And I want you to know that you can, will, and, maybe even have a better chance at achieve today's intended stimulus, if you just don't worry so much about how long you rested. Because we are not taking, and one of the other tools that'll help you hopefully get over that, I have to absolutely rest 5 minutes, because that's what everybody else is going to do, and they won't. Like, I don't remember exactly how much I rested when I did this. It was like 5-ish, it wasn't, I didn't need to be to the minute exact. And the other tool to help us get over that is that we're not going to take a clock score for your time today. We're going to take 2 separate times. So not inclusive of the rest in between, not inclusive of what the clock said when you were done. Just know, how long did my first round take? How long did my second round take? Those are the 2 scores we want, right? And we're also looking for, and this is another maybe reason to rest a little longer than 5 minutes. We're looking for consistency. We don't want to see a huge drop off from round 1 to round 2. You can see a drop off. Likely it's the push-ups that require us to go slower in the second round than the first. Hopefully it's not the bike. So we might see a drop off, but hopefully not a huge drop off. We're talking hopefully not minutes at a time. All right. My times were, I have it written down somewhere. I'll put it on the Beyond the Whiteboard. I think I was like 9:13 in the first round, and then about 25 to 30 seconds slower in the second round. So consistent enough. What else can I tell you? Mea culpa, guys. As we were writing the rower conversion, we want everybody to use a bike today. But if that's just definitely not possible in your class and someone wants to row or ski, two things need to be true. One, hopefully it's someone who didn't already do the Tuesday workout that had rowing in it. If you can figure out a way to like disperse the bikes so that it's only people who already did the Tuesday workout on the bikes at a minimum, great. But if not, and some people need to end up using a rower, just know that our conversion rate today is different than it was last time we ran into this problem, which was last week. We screwed it up last week. The row calories should be more than the bike calories. I think we ended up, I think it's 57, hold on, I have the note right here. 57 calories is equal to 57 calories on the row is equal to 40 calories for men on the bike. And 30 calories on the bike for the women is equal to 43 calories on the rower. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Two big sprints. Should be a sweaty one, but really got to try to go fast on these Thursdays. Enjoy.